Hi, everyone. Steve Adubato. Once again, this is the 15th year that Opportunity Project has had a wonderful golf outing, a golf outing that has folks who are committed to the cause, who care deeply about Opportunity Project, the clubhouse, the members of the clubhouse, committed to greater public awareness around brain injury and the fact that so many important developments have taken place. And you're about to meet in just a few minutes Porfi Garcia, who speaks so powerfully, eloquently, representing all the other members of the clubhouse. But I want to say that to Mark Burson and Kerry and the team and everyone who organizes this golf outing, thank you so much for joining us. And just by way of background, before you meet Porfi, if you're wondering where the dollars go, all the generous supporters, contributors to Opportunity Project, let's go through this. We're talking about Opportunity Project. The clubhouse programs include nutrition and wellness, mental health programs, now more important than ever before, obviously, occupational and speech therapy, language, vocational rehabilitation, social work services. Again, to all those who contribute and have been part of the golf outing, we say thank you. To the new folks who we have with us, we say thank you again. And, you know, as I said, Porfi Garcia, who you see on camera now. Porfi, I read all about you. There are a whole bunch of questions that I was told to ask you, but the reality is I read what you are about to say because you wrote this out. And instead of me simply asking you questions to have you share your story, you can speak powerfully for yourself. And I thank you so much for joining us. Welcome, Porfi.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
You got it. So,
yeah.
Porfi, go as they said, as you tee this off, you had a stroke in 2012, correct?
Yes.
And you were 48 years of age when that happened?
49.
I apologize. I fib about my age sometimes, but you're very honest.
It's okay.
Pick it up from there. Share your powerful, important story. And story doesn't do justice. Your experience, please.
Yes. I was a waiter in New York for a few years. After that, I moved to New Jersey. I became a hairdresser. I worked in Upper Montclair, which I used to see you there all the time. And in 2007, I opened a hair salon, which I did for a while. And then in 2012, I got a stroke related to a kidney condition. And I was in rehab. That happened in New York. I was in rehab in New Jersey, in West Orange, in Kessler.
Kessler, right.
Yeah. And outpatient therapy, in and out, and getting therapy at home. Somebody from cognitive therapy in Kessler referred me to Opportunity Project, which is the best thing that ever happened.
What? Okay. You know, and I read that about you, that you were at Kessler, someone mentioned Opportunity Project, and you said, quote, "It was the best thing that ever happened to me." Tell folks why it was the best thing.
It really impacted everybody's life. The members, people that I can relate to, that we all have slightly different conditions, but similar problems, let's say, so we can all understand each other. We have people who guide us to shine the light in anything that we feel sometimes, and how to go back in our social experience, to our family, and society. Yeah, some people working, some people experience doing amazing things, from going from suicide watch to other some buying a house and moving to somewhere else new and be able to work, to function. And a lot of our members have other social adaptation condition that is hard for them. They are able to overcome those things, be able to interact with people, for support. We use Opportunity Project let's say, referred from here to my psychology, which helped me tremendously, me and my partner. Mm-hmm. And it's really magical in a way.
I'm sorry for interrupting, Porfi. There's something else that I want to pick up on, I read about. And by the way, I always have this. You ever see this, Porfi? This is the Opportunity Project.
Oh, yes.
It's the brain, and it's public awareness, public education, an important part of Opportunity Project, having people understand more about the impact of traumatic brain injuries And I'm honored at public broadcasting to do a lot of that work with the support of Opportunity Project. But there's something about you that I read. I want to pick up on this. I'm going to read a direct quote from you in a speech that you wrote, and I want you to talk about it. Before my injury, I used to paint. I loved to paint. After my injury, I did not try it until two artists visited Opportunity Project. Pick up the story from there, because your art, your painting is a big part of who you are. Or if you talk about that.
Yes, I used to paint. That was my way of expressing myself and stuff. And even that I was able to walk and talk, your mind goes all over the place, so it's hard to concentrate. So you learn how to be organized. That helped me through the whole process. So an artist that gave us a virtual demonstration, that was one by one step. It kind of like ignite my desire of painting again, because I can do it again. And I've been doing very nice painting, let's say.
What's that do for you, Porfi? What does it do for you that your art, that you said ignited the passion in you again for your art? What has that done for you?
Well, it's bring me back to what I was in a way, and kind of collect what was left there to keep creating and express my talent, let's call it, and not to brag.
No, it is your talent. So I'm curious, beyond your art, your passion, and you're obviously an artist at heart. The work as a hairdresser, owning your own salon, that's art for you. Painting is art for you. But the other part that you mentioned before is the social part. Talk about Opportunity Project, the clubhouse, and the social part, because you're if I'm not mistaken, you hold a leadership position in the clubhouse, correct?
Yes, I was a president for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is this social part of the clubhouse meant to you?
Because it kind of like they help you to control the impulsivity that we all have when we have brain injury, most of us, and help you to guide us through our difficulties to navigate this condition, from psychological part to physical part, to guiding us through different kind of necessity that they're noticing on what we need, and make us part of society again in a healthy way.
Porfi, what would you want to say what would you say to everyone watching right now in this video who has contributed to the 15th annual Opportunity Project golf outing, those who have been so supportive for so many years? What would you say to them right now?
That they are able to change the life of not the brain injury person, but their partners and their friends and family, because we are able to be part again to our family and friends in a healthy way, let's say. Because that's the impact of those contributions. It's like make a lot of people's life better, not just us, say brain injury survivor, but a lot of people in society that is affected by that in a positive way.
Porfi, you may or may not have anticipated or whatever think I would ask you this question, but I'm not doing it to be negative. I'm trying to put Opportunity Project in perspective. Have you ever thought about what your life would be? I mean, you had this traumatic brain injury in 2012 at 49 years of age. As you said, do you have any sense of what your life would be like without Opportunity Project and the clubhouse?
Yeah, pretty much it would be just eating and living. Meanwhile, I can now help out in my house. It will be confusion all the time, which is hard to kind of like to get put your head together to some feeling that you have and some different responding from people surround us and stuff.
Hey, Porfi, on behalf of the entire Opportunity Project family, and it is a family, as an outsider who's worked closely with Mark and Kerry and the Opportunity Project team for years, and also everyone who's contributed to this great golf outing and supportive of Opportunity Project, thank you for being a strong leader, a strong spokesperson, and somebody who represents the Opportunity Project really well. Thank you, Porfirio, and wish you all the best.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Stephen, for taking.
Well done, my friend.
Thanks so much.
You got it. We're now joined by our good friend, Mark Burson, who is the board chair of Opportunity Project. Mark, it is great to see you, and we're celebrating and recognizing the 15th anniversary of the Opportunity Project golf outing. Feels good, doesn't it?
It sure does. It sure does. It's amazing. It's, some of these small organizations, kind of the energy dissipates and they disappear. This organization seems to continue to get stronger and do its good work, and it's kind of thrilling for me to continue to be a part of it.
Why do you think that is? I mean, you're in the corporate world, but in the nonprofit world as well, being a key person in starting Opportunity Project, given what happened with Gary in 1991, if I'm not mistaken. You know what's so interesting is that not only has Opportunity Project survived, but it's thrived in this collaboration. We're about to meet Dr. Matt McDonald over at Children's Specialized Hospital and the connection with RWJBarnabas Health. How important has these partnerships been to Opportunity Project getting bigger and stronger and more impactful every year?
I think that's part of the reason it has. There's no question in my mind that, look, I've had a career which included a lot of acquisitions, if you will, and growing. If you're growing for not size, but for improvement, strength, it can show. And I think what we're seeing is that Opportunity Project has a strong foundation. People have no problem getting behind and supporting its members. And clearly, it's very special when it gets, when you look at what's going on out there. It's easy. It's just easy for us.
Well, I appreciate you saying it's easy, but the reality is raising money, and you know better than anyone, not easy. And to all those who attend and participate and contribute to this terrific golf outing, 15th year, what would you say to them?
Thank you. Big thank you. Go back. It's, we try and for the event, it's not just about raising money, but if you're going to participate, have a good time and know that you're doing something constructive and positive. And the organization for sure is, and people we're helping, need our help. So it's a win-win. That's really the best way for me to describe what goes on.
The other piece of this, Mark, and you and I have had so many conversations about this offline, is that public awareness. And you've allowed us, through your generous support and the support of RWJBarnabas Health as well, to create greater public awareness about traumatic brain injuries. How important is it from your perspective that we continue to educate and inform folks and create greater public awareness around brain injuries and what those who experience brain injuries deal with and their families, and ultimately what is needed? Please, Mark.
It's a great question, and it goes right to the heart of what we're doing. The fact is that a brain injury, whether it's acquired or it's through some kind of illness or something, is still isolated. It's an individual that's impacted. Now, there are a lot of individuals impacted. Each one is different. And how do you communicate? How do you get the message out for the need and work it through? And somehow, through Opportunity Project, we've expanded so that as we look at this, it's not just about one individual. It's about a lot of individuals. All have some commonality in terms of what they're going through. And we're trying to get that awareness out there and help out there, and seems to have continued to be working. People are appreciative of being a part of our golf day, if you will, but more importantly, the event and helping the end of the day.
And that's why when you met folks and when you're watching this video, Porfi Garcia told his story, so powerful, so eloquent, so moving. And Porfi will be with us at the golf outing as well. So listen, Mark, I can't thank you enough for, I say this all the time to you and it doesn't get old, for allowing me to be a small part of an organization making a big difference. I look forward to the golf outing. I look forward to being with you and the team and Opportunity Project. Thank you, my friend.
Well, I can't let the time go by without thanking you. You've been here with us a long time, and there's no question that part of our success is because you've been part of it with us. Thank you.
Very kind of you. My honor. And as we just go out to a break, we're going to come back. We're going to meet someone who Mark has worked very closely with, Dr. Matt McDonald from Children's Specialized Hospital, one of the partners together with RWJ-Barnabas Health. That's Mark Burson. I'm Steve Adubato. Keep watching. It gets even better. Welcome back, everyone. We continue the conversation on this very special video that commemorates, that celebrates the 15th anniversary of the Opportunity Project golf outing. I was remiss in the beginning when we kicked things off to not make it crystal clear that there's a strong partnership between Opportunity Project and RWJ-Barnabas Health, our longtime friends and sponsors and supporters of the work that I do on public broadcasting, but together with Opportunity Project doing important work, but also Children's Specialized Hospital. And I want to recognize the leader there, Dr. Matt McDonald, who is the president and CEO of Children's Specialized Hospital. Matt, great to see you again, my friend.
Nice to see you, Steve. Great to be with you today.
You got now in sequence, people will have just seen, you just saw this conversation with Porfi Garcia. What's the most significant message that you take from that conversation from Porfi?
Well, I think the most significant part is what Opportunity Project means to Porfi and the way he described what Opportunity Project has provided to him and his compare and contrast of what life would be like without Opportunity Project. That does it for me, Steve.
Yeah, same here. And for a lot of other people, I'm sure, watching right now. Hey, Matt, talk to us a little bit about the relationship between Opportunity Project and Children's Specialized. What is it exactly, and why is it so impactful in a way that if you were separate and you weren't collaborating, these things wouldn't happen?
Children's Specialized Hospital, RWJ-Barnabas Health, Opportunity Project is all part of one system, one family. And what we try to do, Steve, like any family, is to leverage all of our strengths in order to ultimately impact the health and wellness of our members and our patients across our entirety of our healthcare system. So we take our strengths and we try to leverage them to improve what we're doing at Opportunity Project and on behalf of the membership there.
Pick it up from there, because the term social determinants of health gets talked about a lot. First of all, what exactly are these so-called social determinants of health, and what is Opportunity Project doing to, quote, address these very critically important social determinants of health? Please, doctor.
The social determinants of health is a great example of how we're applying things that we're doing in our healthcare system, RWJ-Barnabas Health, to improving the life of our members. Social determinants of health, as you're aware, Steve, are components of our health that ultimately determine how well we're going to do as individuals. So things like housing, transportation, safety, basic tenets of life actually impact our health and our health trajectory to a greater extent than healthcare services. So what we have done at Children's Specialized Hospital, we're proud of the nation-leading efforts around social determinants, is we have committed that we're going to screen and connect our members as it relates to social determinants of health. So effectively, we want to know are our members struggling with housing? Do they have food insecurity? Do they have a safe environment? And, it's not necessarily rocket science, but if folks are struggling with where they're going to get their next meal or how they're going to get to Opportunity Project, or they don't have a safe environment, they in fact will not be able to reach their full potential. And those things will certainly detract from their overall trajectory.
An Opportunity Project is addressing these social determinants of health that have a real impact on the members at the clubhouse.
Correct. When one of our members screens positive, as it were, for social determinant, we will connect them with our social work services. And then we use a sophisticated application where our social workers can connect our members with the right resource, whatever that may be.
Let's get into the weeds a little bit more here, Doctor. Talk to us about the new billing company that has been that has come on board with Opportunity Project. It's interesting because it gets very clinical and technical. There's a managed care team at Children's Specialized that has worked closely with Opportunity Project to onboard a new billing company. And someone might say, well, what does that have to do with the services being provided to the members at Opportunity Project? Talk about it.
Well, the Opportunity Project strategic plan calls for helping more folks, for growth. And ultimately, we know Porphy's story is a great example of what Opportunity Project means to individuals. So our duty is to think about ways where we can help additional individuals and how we can bring additional services to meet the unmet needs of our members. So billing companies, the work on infrastructure, ultimately, Steve, that all just boils down to making sure that we can be efficient so that we can grow services and that we can reach the next member.
Final question. I asked Porphy this. I'm going to ask you this because folks watching right now, they're folks who contribute, folks who support, folks who believe in the cause of Opportunity Project and want to help those like Porphy and others who are the members. What message do you have for the supporters of this golf outing and Opportunity Project who care deeply about the people the team serves every day? Please, Doctor.
Well, the first message is thank you. We cannot do these things without that type of support. And the second is, I don't know that there's a more noble cause or calling than giving your resources, your time, and your energies towards impacting the trajectory of another human being's life. You saw that with Porphy. That's what's going on at Opportunity Project. And as a leader of an organization such as this, I just want to say thanks.
Yeah. And thank you, Dr. McDonald. Appreciate all the work that you and the team at Children's Specialized Hospital do every day. And to Mark Burson, to Kerry, to everyone associated at Opportunity Project. Thank you for allowing me. I mentioned before, I have this with me, Matt, in my office, but this never comes off. I got this many years ago with those who attend the outing and other events connected to Opportunity Project. Well, I'm sure aware of this. It reminds us, how all of us are, I don't want to be overly dramatic, but it's true. And we know how Opportunity Project started, and we know the family connection to the Bursons. That being said, it could happen to any one of us at any time. A traumatic brain injury could happen for all kinds of reasons. It's important that we stay aware and focused and empathize and support those who are the members of Opportunity Project. And to Mark and Kerry and the team at Opportunity Project, we say thank you. I say thank you for allowing me to be a small part of a big, important 15th annual Opportunity Project golf event. So signing off for my new colleague, looks like you were co-anchors on this, Matt, Dr. McDonald, I say thank you so much for giving, for supporting, and for caring deeply about a great organization making a difference every day, Opportunity Project. See you next year.